King Khalid International Airport, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, 9:08 a.m.
Welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. International visitors, please proceed to welcome station for document verification and admittance approval.
You have boxer shorts, but also you have these.
The boxers are for everyday wear, but the tighty-whities, those are for special occasions.
And this badge?
My FBI badge.
How do we know you are who you say you are?
There's a photo on the ID. Maybe that will help?
Ahmed!
What?
Is Photoshop?
Seriously, if that were the case, I'd have tidied up a few wrinkles.
Fox. He's kind of dog?
Guys, I'm standing right here if you want to ask me questions.
What does he talk about?
He talks much for a depraved American.
Prefer the role-playing, then? Who'll be the bad cop with the handcuffs and the harsh lighting?
It's him.
You may take your undergarments and badge. Please remember, alcoholic beverages and pornographic materials are strictly prohibited inside the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Well, that could be a tough one once the workday is done.
We'll get you an iced tea or something, Mulder.
And we're done here.
I think you'll survive a short-term ban on adult entertainment.
Hadn't even crossed my mind.
Try not to pick a fight before we've even started. This is a closed society. Investigating a terror attack on American contractors here is going to be a diplomatic minefield.
Well, yeah. But doesn't it strike you as strange how we drew this duty?
If we're going to be on the clock, the Bureau isn't going to just let us sit around waiting for an X-File to fall from heaven.
Maybe.
Not everything is a conspiracy, Mulder.
Care to put a buck on that?
The X-Files, Cold Cases, starring David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson. Episode 5, Pilgrims.
Damn it. If I had a mirror, I could straighten this thing.
What's the problem? The headscarf?
It's called a hijab.
Let's see. Just needs a tidy up. Aw, Scully, you'd make a lovely child bride.
If you make a knot in this thing and I can't get out of it, I'm going to kill you. I want it to look like that woman there. Hers is perfect.
You mean Assistant Director Morales?
Oh, so it is.
Scully, Mulder, all set? The oil fields are around 2 hours away by chopper.
Who's Chopper?
Saudi military. The FBI takes the investigative lead when Americans are attacked overseas, but that doesn't mean the Saudi kingdom has to grant us any jurisdiction.
I understand we're going to want to take water with us.
I'd also suggest beach blankets and a high SPF cream, only they've got you two hidden away under those scarves.
You're wearing this next, Mulder.
We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy.
That's right. So don't let anybody go and drop a house on you. This way.
How did you get your hijab so even?
Sheba Oil Complex, Saudi Arabia, 11:48 a.m.
Assistant Director Morales, Agents Mulder and Scully, welcome to the Sheba Oil Complex.
Thank you.
This way, please. This is our security center. As you say, it has survived the attack.
Yes. We also saw the damage to the front gates.
Looks like you've had quite an explosion inside the compound as well.
The attackers broke in and set off explosives. Many of our operatives were killed.
May we view the surveillance footage?
Follow me, please.
There are oil facilities and trouble spots all over the world employing U.S. personnel. What was different about the attack on this one?
Well, that's what we're here to establish.
We have limited footage of this attack. Once the insurgents broke into the compound, they detonated explosives, which took out the surveillance cameras. Shall we play the recording up to that point?
Yes, please.
Saad, please play the video.
Yes, sir.
What are we looking at here?
This camera is in the observation tower near the gate. The lookout had seen what he thought was a dust storm approaching.
But it wasn't a storm. The dust was being kicked up by a pair of jeeps and some ATVs.
That leading jeep's only carrying a driver.
Suicide bomber. The all-terrain vehicles are only to provide covering fire, to pin down our guards so that the second jeep can penetrate the complex.
The driver of the first jeep's yelling something.
More volume, please.
A terrorist fanatic.
So the first jeep is there to blow the gates open. Who's in the second Jeep?
I'm counting a driver and a passenger.
I only saw a driver.
Driver's the big guy, white headdress, pulled back, yes? The passenger has the brown headdress. He's keeping his face covered.
Maybe he's on a wanted list.
The recording stops here?
He's all we have, Assistant Director Morales.
That is when the surveillance power was cut.
Okay, Saad, can we roll back on that recording, please?
Sir?
Carry on.
Yeah, keep going. And stop. Play from here, please. Yeah, just there. What happened to the video?
What do you mean?
Saad, can I borrow the jog wheel? Thanks. Look, right there, before the lead vehicle ran the gates. Has this footage been edited?
You wait, please. Saad, come with me.
Mulder, what's the problem?
We need to see the original surveillance video.
You are viewing the original, Agent Mulder. This memory card is the master.
But there's some missing frames.
And you do not have the authority to demand anything else.
I think it's reasonable.
If you would like to tour the rest of the facility, we will escort you both to the permitted areas now. Follow me.
We'd better do as he says.
Let's try not to cause an international incident until after lunch, okay?
No promises. Given I don't think this guy is going to tell us much that will prove useful, I've borrowed their memory card.
You're stealing the surveillance video.
Affirmative.
Well, what possibly could go wrong?
The bodies have been removed, but there is much rebuilding to do.
Well, this is a crime scene. Evidence should have been preserved.
We had no time to waste. We had to get back to production capacity.
And in doing so, you contaminated the site.
Agent Mulder, do women speak so freely to men in your country?
Yes, it's a thing called gender equality. Very potent when mixed with free speech. We like it.
Strange.
Let's go back to the evidence. Did you preserve anything?
We collected the necessary details for our own internal investigation, and we're already sharing these findings with your diplomatic personnel.
Your initial casualty count indicated a number of workers were killed nearby, but I haven't seen any reports as to their injuries or a listing of their national origins.
As I said, we have shared information through the proper channels.
I'll follow up on all this. What's going on over there?
That is one very big hole in the ground.
And an awful lot of firefighters around it wearing hazmat suits.
Can we get closer?
I am sorry, but we are still in the process of containing an underground well fire. We cannot go further until this is brought under control.
Told you so.
And now our visit is over. But we have prepared refreshment for you before you leave. This way.
Lunchtime, American dogs.
I know that we were advised that the Saudi government would be less than forthcoming, but I never expected a lockdown. We might as well just wait for the report concluding which terror cell attacked and that they were neatly apprehended, tried, and executed.
I don't think we're looking at a terrorist attack. Not the kind everyone expects, that is.
So what do you propose?
You interview whatever witnesses you can get access to. Check in with any survivors if they'll allow you.
And what will you do, Sherlock?
What Americans always do in these distant and exotic lands. I'm going to find an internet cafe and talk to my friends.
What are you peering at?
The guy watching us, over there. Black suit, dark glasses. Would you say he looks like Saudi Secret Service?
Could be.
Are those dark glasses or his eyes?
Huh?
Come on, you two.
Forget it. Let's go.
Riyadh National Hospital, 3:14 p.m.
You accept, when you take a job over here, that there are risks. But they pay well for foreign labor, so you go where the work is.
I've looked at your charts, Mr. Carlson. With physical therapy, you're going to be okay. But I'll inform your embassy of your condition and make sure every asset the UK government has in Riyadh is available to you.
You know, those attackers didn't want us at all. It was those other people they were after. We were just in the way.
What other?
Excuse me.
Yes?
It is the time for Mr. Clarson's medication and for his dressing to be changed. If you would excuse me, please.
Of course. I'll be right outside. Excuse me, who's convalescing in the room down the corridor with the guard outside?
I am busy.
Yes, and I am a woman, asking a question.
I am busy.
Okay, Buster. Time to take a leaf out of the Agent Mulder playbook.
Rooftop Internet Cafe, Al-Batha Market District, Riyadh. 3:46 p.m.
Okay, boys, the file should have uploaded to you by now.
Is this a secure line?
No, it's an internet cafe in the capital of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, buyers, and they charge by the minute, so let's make this analysis quick.
Just don't have us on speakerphone, dude.
I bought a headset, Langley. We're good.
I'm assuming if this takes too long, the Saudi censorship board will send in a goon squad and drag me away.
Sit tight, Mulder.
That VPN I set up is rock solid. NSA tested and disapproved.
If anyone can monitor us after that, they're going to be less impressed with whatever video you're sending than where you sent it to. A bunker under Arlington Cemetery will really freak them out.
You're such a rebel, Frohickey.
Okay, just finished loading the surveillance video. Let's see.
You saw it? The glitch?
Mulder, you're sure this video wasn't edited?
I thought this was why the government hires IT monkeys like the lone gunman, buyers. You guys tell me.
The resolution of the video around the jump in the playback is consistent with signal degradation.
So it's a glitch.
Yeah, but look at the time code.
That's weird.
Talk to me.
Yep, that's weird, all right.
What am I, chopped liver?
Sorry, Mulder.
When a signal like this is interrupted or degrades, we expect it to affect the timecode track. It's the running code that keeps video in sync with whatever else you're syncing to it.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the technology.
But once we jump cut over the glitch, well...
What old man Frohickey is trying to impart to us younger, better-looking types is that there's a jump in the code, too.
Watch it, Moonbeam. I was just getting to that part.
So the code jumps. There's been an edit?
Well, you'd think so, but...
But what?
It resumes at a lower value than when it cuts out.
Okay, wait. You garden gnomes are telling me this tape has recorded a time loss?
That's not all. There's a prestige part to this magic act.
Go on.
You see the second vehicle way in the background, before the first one explodes?
Sure, with the two guys aboard.
That's the trick. Before the jump, I count one passenger on board. But after the jump?
You count two.
All visitors and hospital staff, this is a fire alert. Please proceed to the nearest holding area for accounting.
You must leave the hospital.
I left my bag in the ladies' restroom. We Western women are so forgetful.
Then be quick. All but the most critical cases are being evacuated.
Yes. That's what I was hoping.
Please evacuate the hospital. Fire inspectors are investigating the cause of the alarm.
And the guards on that room at the end of the corridor are going to. I must set off more fire alarms in the future. Oh my God.
Helfen Sie mir. Bitte.
I'm sorry, I don't speak German.
Help me.
You've been very badly burned.
Yes.
And you're being isolated in this plastic tent. Have you been exposed to something highly communicable?
Ja, but...
You shouldn't be left alone. Let me find you a doctor.
No, please, do not let them near me.
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Eva Krause.
I'm FBI agent Dana Scully, investigating the terrorist attack on the Sheba oil complex. You worked there?
Ja, I am an archaeologist.
An archaeologist working in an oil field?
It is not unknown.
You were injured in the terrorist attack?
Not exactly.
I don't understand.
We had discovered something else in the earth, in the compound. We excavated a hole.
I saw the hole. It was pretty big.
Yeah, they had thought it was seepage. Crude oil rising through the ground above a large deposit. But once we had dug deep, we realized this liquid was not oil.
My God.
Ja, mein Gott.
Your notes say you're being quarantined. If you've been exposed to what I'm afraid you've been exposed to.
There was a man. I almost escaped, but he couldn't wait any longer. He blew it all up.
Can you tell me about the man? About what happened?
We were so close to isolating the compound when the attack began. My colleague Thomas tried to get me to abandon the dig site.
Dr. Krauss, we have to go.
Not now!
Ava, please!
We are so close to isolating the subject. I need only a few more minutes.
No, we...
I looked up to see two men descending the ladder into the pit.
This way. Follow me.
The large one had shot Thomas. He wore a white headdress.
Let's move it.
The other was an American. His face was covered with a brown headdress.
Can you remember anything else about him?
I was in shock, but I noticed the American did not use his left arm. It just hung at his side as he descended. The large raider was holding a gun to my head.
Where is the source? You will tell me now.
I don't understand. Please, we are just scientists.
Let her go. This is the right place.
The right place?
At that moment, I knew that this attack had nothing to do with terrorism. It was to get this American into our dig site.
How do I know I can trust you, outsider?
I wouldn't go that far, Aziz. But as you see from where we're standing, this is the place we seek.
What is this devilry? I cannot move my feet.
The large man was standing in a patch of the seepage. We who worked there knew better than to do this. That it was not oil flowing up from the ground, and so did the American.
Black oil.
It was seeping upward on the large raider, like sticky black worms growing up his body under his clothes. He was trapped in the patch he had stepped in and could not move. The other one just ignored him. He spoke to me.
Dr. Krause, you must leave this place.
You're not one of them, are you?
There's no time to talk.
But I was so close.
Go, now.
There is no God but Allah.
Those wriggling beads of oil were moving under the skin on the large raider's face toward his eyes.
They turned black.
Like pools of oil. Then my attention was on the American. I realized he was wearing a suicide belt. In his hand was a trigger. But our work here, we cannot just abandon it.
Damn it! I said go!
I ran, but it was too late.
Help me! Set me free!
That's what I'm doing, Aziz.
No!
I wasn't fast enough to climb out of the pit before he detonated the explosives.
He was there to destroy the dig site and the black oil. Who was he?
I do not know.
All personnel, please be advised the fire alarm system has been reset and it is safe to return to your duties.
You must go.
If what you were showing me is real, gentlemen, this could be a new chapter in our alien visitation chronicle.
It's as real as Frohicke's hemorrhoidal itching.
Shut up, Langley.
Wait a moment. Suddenly I'm all alone in this cafe.
Mulder, you okay?
Something's wrong. I better move.
Mulder!
I took cover. Gunfire's coming from the front of the building. I'm on the top floor. Going to have to bail out of the back. Catch you later.
Agent Mulder.
Huh?
To have your fall broken by all that laundry and then to land in a pile of cardboard boxes. Your luck still holds.
Who the hell?
Please don't go for your gun.
I know your voice.
Well, let me give you a clue. My left arm is a prosthetic.
Take off the headdress.
Okay. But remember, this thing's got a hair trigger.
What the hell?
Well, I'm still figuring things out myself.
Alex Krychek? You are Alex Krychek?
Your friendly neighborhood rogue agent.
You're dead. Skinner killed you, and not a day too soon.
Well, now you know better.
Tell me this is a bad dream, you son of a bitch.
It is a bad dream, Mulder. I'm just not sure whose.
This can't be right. Who are you?
Oh, I'm full of mysteries, but right now, I want answers. Same as you.
Okay, answer me this. If I shoot you full of holes, would you bleed out quick or just melt into green goop all over the ground? Because that's been happening a lot lately with people who won't stay dead.
I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever you choose to believe, Mulder, I'm not here willingly.
If you really are Alex Krychek, you should know that the last thing I need after wading back into this space opera is to find the bastard who killed my father has been resurrected.
Well, believe me, I'm as confused as you are.
Believing you was never a good place to start a conversation. Where are those gunmen?
Up there, on the roof.
Take cover!
There's nowhere to run.
Just because you're supposed to be dead doesn't mean I'm going to let them kill you, Krychek. Not till I get some answers. Stay down.
People are shooting at us and you're making a call?
Low boredom threshold. Hello? Byers. Frohicke?
Mulder? Somebody tell me what's going on here.
Mulder, I've opened a tap into the NSA's raw collection net over the Saudi capital. Your entire neighborhood is chattering up the cell towers.
In English, guys.
Mulder, you got some serious heat converging on your position.
You think? Tell me how to avoid it, gentlemen. Can you get a fix on this sat phone?
I've got you, but the interference is immense.
Please tell me you're not trying to track me wearing that kitchen strainer with electrodes on.
Take that hat off.
I'm telling you, it will work.
Mulder, that cheap sat phone isn't made for this kind of tracking. We can't guide you with any certainty.
I take directions from a magic 8-ball right now, Frohicke.
Okay, there should be another alleyway about 20 meters east of your position.
Krychek, 20 meters east of us is an alleyway.
Must be where that pile of wood is stacked.
Okay, let's move.
It's on your left now.
Okay, got it. Shit.
Where are you?
In a courtyard, no other exits.
They still think we're in the alley.
Byers, Langley, Frohicke, what can you tell me?
Hold on a second. Oh, this isn't good.
Mulder, you have got a big problem.
You're such a comfort.
Something's coming.
Now, whatever it is, it's overloading the network beyond our capacity to scan right now.
Byers, what is it?
Can't identify it precisely, but it's converging on your position. What do you see?
Mulder, don't let them take me again.
You think this is an alien abduction?
Mulder, get out of there!
The bright lights. I can remember it now. It's like the last time.
What last time?
Can't you see it, Mulder? The cradle is full.
Cradle?
Mulder, are you there? What do you see?
I don't know what I see. These lights are so bright.
Mulder?
No, wait. The lights aren't colored anymore. It's all changing. Now it seems to be a helicopter, a black helicopter moving away, but...
But what?
You, keep still.
Mulder?
The hell?
What is it?
I'm all on my own except for a Saudi SWAT team.
Was someone else with you before?
This is crazy. Byers, get word to Scully. It's 4:20 p.m. local time and I've been...
I'll take the phone. Put your hands up.
Krychek?
Your name is Krychek?
No.
Keep your hands in the air!
Look, guys, I'm a federal agent of the United States, and I don't know how to begin explaining the rest.
Attention, please. The fire alarm has been reset. All patients, visitors, and hospital personnel are to begin an orderly return.
Riyadh International Hospital, 4:29 p.m.
You must go, Agent Scully. The guards will be returning.
Dr. Krause, I'm going to speak to hospital administration. Whatever these men have you under guard for, you're going to get representation.
It's him, isn't it?
Who do you mean, Doctor?
The American in the brown headdress. You must stop him from leaving the country visit.
What's he smuggling out of Saudi Arabia?
What we pulled out of the ground. Something even more precious than oil to some. Something they would kill for. Sheba oil field was only part of our search for it. Along the highway toward Al-Assa.
What the hell?
It is here, in the hospital. The black oil, as you call it. It will have infected someone with the power to kill. One of the guards from the oil field, maybe. It will not want its secret revealed. You are not safe.
No! Don't pull out that tube.
It will come. Save yourself.
Someone! I need a crash cart in here right now.
What is it? Who are you?
This woman's gone into arrest.
There has been an incident. People have been shot.
Look, I need a defibrillator in here. Damn. No, it's no good. What happened? Who's shooting?
A guard turned his gun on his fellow guards.
Oh, my God.
His eyes were black all over, like olives. No white.
What?
Then the others shot him, and his eyes were clear again.
He was possessed. Did he touch anybody? Did you see him touch anyone?
I don't know. He pushed me.
Look at me. Let me see your eyes. Oh, no. They're clouding.
Agent
Scully.
No, don't touch me.
Wait.
United States Embassy Interview Room, Riyadh, 6:43 p.m.
Mulder, you know that we're just guests inside this kingdom. So I know you understand that getting escorted back here to the U.S. Embassy by the same Saudi police who arrested you in an alleyway doesn't constitute a good day for any of us. Historically, I realize you aren't one for making things easier on your superiors. But could you stop checking out the clocks on the wall long enough to tell me what you were doing out there, Agent Mulder?
Have you ever seen a face in the crowd and you thought it was an old friend you haven't seen in a while? Then you spin them around and get ready to shake hands and give them a hug, only it's not them at all?
No. Come in.
Scully.
Agent Scully, join us.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Mulder.
I hear you were found in the hospital room of a patient you had no business visiting. A patient who died after your visit?
She died while I was there. She took her own life in fear that someone or something was coming for her.
Dr. Krause was a German national working at Sheba Field on an archaeological project so secret the kingdom is either pretending it didn't exist or had no idea it was even going on.
The Sheba assault may have looked like a terrorist attack on oil reserves, but Dr. Krause said it was an assassination attempt.
To assassinate who?
Or what?
From what I gather, the CIA was seeking to interview the patient when you decided to blow months of surveillance and undercover work.
You knew about this, didn't you, Assistant Director Morales? Mulder and I aren't here by accident.
I do what I'm told, Agent Scully. Same as everybody else.
That was fun.
Mulder, what is it?
I didn't say anything in front of Morales, but do you remember what happened at Yellowstone? When the deacon had abducted you and was talking about a cradle being full?
Yes. Well, kind of.
While I was unconscious, you said there were lights. You said they made you forget what you'd seen.
Yes.
What was that?
Scully. Get off me.
Oh. Oh.
You saw something?
I'm not sure. Oh. I really can't process it. Oh, boy. There were lights and I could hardly make it out. Oh, I'm having trouble remembering. Oh, no.
That's funny.
What?
My watch has stopped.
Huh? No. No, it's slow. Only by a couple of minutes.
Scully, what time do you have?
It's around 7, Mulder. And before you ask, I haven't eaten anything since before we got here.
Your watch, Scully. What does your watch say?
7:04, on the dot. Look.
Look at my watch.
7:02.
So I've got a couple minutes to spare, by my calculation.
Time loss. Mulder, what happened to you today? You think this is connected with UFOs?
We know proximity to their propulsion systems messes with time as we know it, which is what you encountered at Yellowstone, what happened in the surveillance video of that attack. My experience this morning when something with bright lights that very definitely wasn't a helicopter suddenly became a very real helicopter.
It fits.
The second Jeep in that attack this morning had just one driver before the jump in the surveillance footage. After the jump, it also contained a second guy in a brown headdress, Krychek. That time gap and his appearance are connected.
He was sent.
He was put there for a reason.
This all fits. Before Dr. Krause died, she tried to warn me about what they were really digging for out there. It's some form of purity virus, Mulder. A sentient entity. It wasn't destroyed in the Sheba field attack. It's loose and it's moving from victim to victim. I saw it in the eyes of a nurse at the hospital.
Did she touch you?
No, I ran, but it caused a gunfight between guards there.
So a variant of liquid alien intelligence is found under that oil field and it isn't getting taken without a fight.
There's more of its kind out there, according to Dr. Krause. She said something about the road to El Aza. What do you think?
I think I'll drive, but we'll need to stop off at a jewelry store.
I didn't know you cared.
I was thinking more of stopwatches.
Naturally.
Desert Highway, Al Asa Province, 2:04 a.m.
We're sent to investigate a terror attack against Americans. Next thing you know, we're chasing a sentient virus and being visited by UFOs. But the dead coming back to life?
If you'd mysteriously encountered Alex Krychek in an alleyway this morning, you wouldn't doubt me.
Alex Krychek is dead, Mulder.
So is CGB Spender and Mr. X, but I've talked to both in recent weeks. I don't know, though. I don't know. Alex seemed more human. Stopwatches, please. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and they're synced.
What if nothing happens? If you can't demonstrate time loss between two watches?
Look, lights in the distance.
Mulder, we don't know who or what we're dealing with here.
That's the idea, Scully.
Assistant Director Morales?
Mr. Spender.
When we first noticed you, back during your earliest days with the Bureau, we thought you were someone we could believe in. Someone who wouldn't go soft at the most difficult moments. Someone we could trust. But you wouldn't be our first disappointment.
I'm doing my best here, but you give me too little to go on, and they test every nerve.
Your best? Is that what this Saudi Arabian debacle has been? The secrets we're privy to, the confidences we keep, they're no small matter. We're keepers of the truth, which is why we do our best to hide it away.
A lot of stars out tonight.
Mulder, come back inside the car.
I'm seeing bright lights. Shit. That'll teach me. Hello? Anybody? Well, Scully, we're still on our own. It looks like nobody's been dropped off here after all. Scully? Shit. Scully! The other watch. Where did I drop the... There. Holy shit. 2 minutes exactly. Scully!
Damn it.
What have you got so far, Byers?
I'm trying to trace the signature, but whatever that just was, it's dissipated.
What was that?
That was fighter jets scrambling out of Andrews, guys.
Copy that. We've got our heads down and we're moving fast. Where are Frohickey and Langley?
Up top in the cemetery, looking for little green men.
Don't hog the flashlight, Frohickey. We're in this together, man.
Back off, hippie. You see anything back there?
Jeez! Not if you point that damn thing in my face.
What's the time?
It's 2:32 a.m. Prime alien abduction time.
Aliens, my ass. Arlington's a national treasure, and I'll be damned if any punk hooligans with a pocket full of dispensary cards are going to desecrate our...
Whoa! We got a body here.
Well.
He's breathing. You okay, man?
Don't move. We'll call an ambulance.
No.
Holy crap.
I have to find it. The cradle. It's empty.
Wait a second. Is that Alex Krychek?
But he's dead.
Somebody over there. Flashlight.
Here.
Thanks.
Frohickey. Langley.
Holy smokes. Scully, too?
And Krychek?
Desert Highway, Al Asa Province, Saudi Arabia, 9:56 a.m.
Hey, need a ride here. Hi. My SUV won't start and my phone has no signal. Are you headed for the airport?
Yes.
You are? That'll work. Thanks. Do you have a phone I could use?
No phone.
Well, I'm grateful for the ride at any rate.
Krychek, the lone government are trying to help us figure out how we got here. They need any information we can give them.
I'm trying to tell you. I don't remember where I started from. It seems to happen over and over. There are lights, colors, and then I'm somewhere else. You've got to believe me. I don't know how I got here. I don't know how I get anywhere. Can I take this stupid hat off now?
The sensors on the headpiece indicate he's telling the truth, Agent Scully. At least he thinks he is.
The mouth swab I took for testing against the government genetic database for former FBI Ratfink personnel is a positive match for Alex Krychek.
I'm telling you the truth. Scully was brought here too. 1 minute I'm in an alley in Riyadh with Mulder. Next thing, it's hours later and I'm in Arlington with you and Scully.
Yeah, but Scully's not deceased for 10 years.
What are you talking about? Scully? What does he mean, deceased?
Scully, how much of what Krychek describes do you recognize from your experience, finding yourself here moments after being in Saudi?
This abduction, if that's what it was, didn't begin for me with the lights and colors. Well, not this time. But I have experienced that phenomenon recently, and they certainly make it hard to remember much else. That piece of headgear.
Headgear? Thank you. Mulder called it a kitchen strainer.
Well, now you mention it.
It's allowed us to lift impulse data directly from your cerebral cortexes. I'm crunching those measurements now. You can see the graphic it creates here on this screen.
And this is measuring what exactly?
We can't entirely interface with the human brain just yet, but we can collect a sample of synaptic activity and look for patterns consistent with different states of mind. Conditioning, that sort of thing.
I'm not a neurologist, gentlemen, but these brain scans look similar to those observed during epileptic seizures.
I took some waveforms and cross-referenced them. Those points show where they match.
The computer's looking for a sequence.
And we're picking up what looks like a distinct pattern here.
Like this recurring loop in his delta wave activity.
I'm not a doctor like you, Agent Scully, but it could be post-hypnotic suggestion of some kind.
I don't recall being hypnotized.
That would be the first aim of any hypnosis, dude.
I ran the raw data through an old version of the master decryption software the NSA recently retired.
You think some kind of directive has been imprinted in the brainwaves?
Why not?
So this could be an instruction or message.
Well, what I keep coming up with is a sequence of letters.
A word?
Or a name.
Run the numbers, Byers.
S-H-E-L-T-E-M. Shelton?
You know what that means, Red?
It's Agent Scully, Melvin.
Just being friendly.
It would spell shelter if you put an R in the mix.
Maybe it's an anagram.
What the hell does this mean, Krychek?
I have no idea. Believe me, if I knew, I would tell you.
I want to believe you.
Whatever this is, it's printed on your cerebral cortex like a message in a fortune cookie.
Hey, Red! Scully, you okay?
Well, a little while ago I was with Mulder in Saudi Arabia. Now I have no idea how I got here, and even less of one that explains how Alex Krychek tagged along for the ride. So all things considered, I think I'm hanging in there pretty well. But I'm worried about Mulder.